Somehow Mariam Rothschild became friendly with the Prince of Hesse and succeeded in first selling him coins.
There are billionaires, and then there are families so wealthy that their fortune spans centuries. One name has been whispered in powerful circles for over 250 years, the Rothschilds. Unlike modern billionaires who make headlines, the Rothschilds operate in silence, controlling assets, banking institutions, and industries behind the scenes. But just how rich are they? And why is their name linked to some of the most powerful financial decisions in history? This is the real story behind the Rothschilds, the richest family in the world. The birth of a financial empire. The Rothschild dynasty didn't start with billionaires, it started with a vision. Mayer Amschel Rothschild. The founder, the Rothschild family's fortune began in the 1700s with Mayer Amschel Rothschild, a businessman from Frankfurt, Germany. He started as a moneylender and later expanded into banking, trading, and investments. Mayer had 5 sons, and instead of keeping them in one place, he sent each of them to a different European financial hub. Amschel stayed in Frankfurt to manage the headquarters. Salomon went to Vienna, Austria. Nathan built a banking empire in London. Carl set up operations in Naples, Italy. James took over the banking industry in Paris, France. By spreading their wealth and power across Europe, the Rothschilds became the most dominant banking family in the world. The Rothschilds and the Napoleonic Wars, how they became ultra-rich. During the early 1800s, Europe was at war. Napoleon's conquests shook the continent, and nations desperately needed money to fund their armies. How the Rothschilds profited from war. Nathan Rothschild, based in London, became the most powerful banker in Britain. He financed the British government to fight Napoleon. The family had an advanced intelligence network, allowing them to receive news of battles before anyone else. The Waterloo Conspiracy. Theory in 1815, at the Battle of Waterloo, Nathan Rothschild allegedly received news of Napoleon's defeat before the British government. He then spread false rumors that Britain had lost, causing panic in the stock market. While everyone sold their British bonds, Nathan bought them at a fraction of the price. When the truth came out that Britain had actually won, bond prices skyrocketed, making the Rothschilds one of the wealthiest families in history overnight. Although some call this story a myth, one thing is certain. By the time the war ended, the Rothschilds were wealthier than most European governments, controlling Europe's banking system. By the mid-1800s, the Rothschilds were no longer just bankers. They were the bankers. Their financial control. They loaned money to kings, queens, and governments, making them the backbone of the European economy. They financed the construction of railroads, canals, and industries. They helped fund the Suez Canal, a major trade route between Europe and Asia. At their peak, the Rothschilds were so influential that European governments consulted them before making economic decisions. But their wealth wasn't just about banking, they diversified their empire. The Rothschilds and the rise of global investments. The Rothschilds didn't just store their wealth in banks. They put their money into industries that shaped the modern world. Industries they dominated: mining. They controlled gold, silver, and diamond mines in Africa and Europe. Oil. They were early investors in oil companies, helping to shape the energy industry. Railroads. The Rothschilds financed the construction of railways across Europe and North America. Wine. The family owns some of the most prestigious vineyards in France. While most billionaires today focus on one business, the Rothschilds spread their wealth across multiple sectors, ensuring long-term power and control. The family's disappearance from public view, unlike modern billionaires who love media attention, the Rothschilds slowly disappeared from public headlines. Why? They divided their fortune among hundreds of heirs, keeping their wealth hidden. They exited public banking roles and focused on private wealth management. They influenced industries from behind the scenes rather than putting their name on everything. But does that mean they lost their power? Not at all. How rich are the Rothschilds today? Unlike Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, the Rothschilds don't appear on Forbes's billionaire lists, but that doesn't mean they aren't wealthy. Estimated wealth? At their peak, the Rothschilds were worth over $500 billion in today's money. Some estimates suggest that if their wealth was combined, it could be over $1 trillion. Unlike most billionaires who have one public company, the Rothschilds own thousands of private assets, making it nearly impossible to track their full fortune. Even though the family's wealth is now spread across generations, they still own banks, financial firms, and real estate across the world. Conspiracy theories and controversies. The Rothschilds' immense wealth and influence have led to countless conspiracy theories. The most famous theories: the Rothschilds control the world's banks. Many believe the family secretly controls global banking systems. They funded both sides of wars. Some claim the Rothschilds financed both the Allies and Axis during World War II. They own the Federal Reserve. The family has been linked to America's central banking system, though no direct proof exists. While some of these theories are exaggerated, there's no doubt that the Rothschilds have shaped global finance more than any other family in history. Final thoughts: the legacy of the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds aren't just a rich family. They're a financial dynasty that has influenced governments, economies, and industries for over 250 years. They built the foundation of modern banking. They financed wars, railroads, and industries that changed history. They perfected the art of wealth preservation, allowing their fortune to last for centuries. Today, the family operates in silence, spreading their wealth across industries and keeping their true fortune hidden from public records. So what do you think? Are the Rothschilds still the richest family in the world? Or has their fortune been quietly absorbed into the global financial system? Let us know in the comments.